How's everyone doing today?
Good. Cold. Good and cold.
As always, please be courteous of others speaking, and let's not talk over or interrupt each other. If any topics we're not discussing to the end of the meeting, who'd like to take attendance?
I will. If you want to, go for it. Okay. Do we have any Zoomers?
Nope. No Zoomers.
Okay. So today's a big change. Today's high is 41,
Yay!
and today's low is 31.
Yay!
Okay. All right. Today's national days are National Day of the Deployed,
Oh,
National Mincemeat Day,
that sounds disgusting.
National Mule Day,
What kind of mule? The Moscow mule?
Drug meal.
National Pumpkin Day,
Yay!
National Financial Crime Fighter Day, National Tennessee Day.
National Tennessee Day.
Day to the boy.
Because you're the only 10 I see, Salvador.
Oh dang, Donna.
Number 7.
Anyway, joke of the afternoon. What do you call it when a group of apes? Wait, hold up. Let me read this over again. What do you call it when a group of apes starts a company?
Entertainment committee.
Entertainment.
Anybody?
No cheating. Don't look up at the thing.
I'm about to reveal it.
Don't.
Some monkey business.
Why, Donna?
Okay, what's next?
Okay. What is your favorite scent to have around the house?
What is your favorite scent to have around the house?
I'll go last.
I Sam?
Favorite scent?
Yeah.
Anything except the litter box. Right?
I think I already know Creighton's answer.
Jackie,
I don't know what that name is.
what do you like your house to smell like?
Dirty. Just kidding.
Nuts.
Sure. Sure. What do you like your house to smell like?
Dirty diapers.
So there's this candle that I love. It's milk and honey that I can only find at Marshall's. And that's what I like my house to smell like.
Gary.
Baked goods.
Baked
Baked goods. Yeah.
Ruben.
Freshly showered woman with
Oh.
Victoria's Secret.
Woo. That escalated quickly. Orlando?
Just a clean house.
Just clean, like fresh.
Ruben's answer, I would have expected it from Orlando.
I thought he was gonna say like same or ditto.
Well,
Right?
Farts.
There's cinnamon, apple, or pumpkin spice candles.
Never go wrong with them. Tony? Strawberry. Strawberry.
I was gonna say apple spice cinnamon.
Apple
I
pie.
think it's good. Got me one last night.
Salvador?
Bacon.
You, sir?
the smell of money.
Money.
Oh, I like that.
Nice smell.
I don't know.
I've never
what's
seen
that
Yeah, it's usually like food sweat.
I've never smelled such a smell.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
you didn't.
Amy,
Amy.
what did John just say? Favorite smell?
Go ahead. Baked goods. Baked goods.
The favorite smell to have around the house?
Okay, did we get everybody?
I'm good. What are you doing?
I didn't hear Shayla's answer.
She didn't answer. You don't know what you want your house to smell like? Cherries. He goes cherries. Cherries.
Okay. Alright, upcoming events. As always, the clubhouse is open on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And it's open for dinner on Tuesdays. Sign up by 3:30 on that day. And as always, Wellness Wednesdays every Wednesday at 2 p.m. And on Halloween, we're going to have a Halloween social from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m.
We're having a costume contest, right?
Yes.
Now I do at school.
So y'all dress up so I can beat y'all.
Otherwise, it'll all be for naught. Okay, standard 22. Okay, hopefully it's typed out, because one of the times I read this, it wasn't typed out correctly. Alright. Standard 22 says, Clubhouse offers its own transitional employment program which provides as a right of membership opportunities for members to work on job placements in the labor market. As a defining characteristic of a Clubhouse transitional employment program, Clubhouse guarantees coverage on all placements during member absences. In addition, the transitional employment program meets the following basic criteria. G, selection and training of members on transitional employment is the responsibility of the clubhouse, not the employer. H, clubhouse members and staff prepare reports on TE replacements for all appropriate agencies dealing with the member benefits. Would anyone like to say anything of this?
Great. Perfect, right here.
Correct. No, I want to see it in print again because I want to make sure I have it. Hang on a second.
Whoa, did you just pull that coat out of the closet this morning?
Okay, selection and training of members on transitional employment is the responsibility of the clubhouse. We'll talk about that in a second. And clubhouse members and staff prepare reports on TE placement for all appropriate agencies dealing with member benefits. I'm not 100% sure what they mean by that.
I think that's maybe their social security benefits.
Okay. Those benefits, okay.
Those benefits.
Would anyone like to say anything about the sentence? So, the selection and training of members of transitional employment is the responsibility of the clubhouse. I would agree with that in so much as it helps facilitate the thing. I obviously, if you go to work at HEB or you go to work at Henry's or you go to work someplace else, and I don't know how they do things or what they want to do, so I'm going to make sure that actually they're training you, but I'm responsible that they do train you. Does that sound fair?
It's like an added level of
Right.
support.
Right. And what we've been threatening to do is if you don't show up, I got to show up to your job.
Right.
I like to pick people that I don't have to show up for.
Right.
So,
Because then that interferes with your job as well.
but that's one of the things that, because every time you guys go to and get a transitional employment or any kind of supportive employment thing, you're representing the clubhouse, and after you're gone, especially from transitional, I want to be able to go back to that employer and say,
Right.
wasn't that great? Don't you? They said they were great. So we have to prepare you
Right.
before you go in. You have to leave it better than you found it, and that way
Right.
it's easier to go in. That
That was
Wayne
the worst.
Wayne was really able to get in because of Maria. I think they had a
Yeah.
good experience with her,
That was great.
and so we did that. So thank y'all for that help. But when you're thinking about employment, think about showing up and doing a good job and all of
And
that
the
stuff.
one thing is to kind of get your job ready is here, setting kind of like the schedule, but you know what I mean? So that's kind of like getting you into use. So that's why our hours are coordinated with the work order day.
Exactly.
So regular employer.
So we'll just see, But I know you guys can do it. You've already proven. I don't even have to make that up anymore. You were actually, you've already shown me that you can do that stuff. So anyway, but to the standard, I think it's a great thing that clubhouses will allow that to happen. And if you've been looking for a job and we haven't been able to get you one yet, it isn't about you. It's about that situation with whatever that situation is. And right now, it's about online, virtual interviews and things of that nature. That may be COVID, but it also may be another way for them to they weed you down, you know, you get 1,000 people and you get down to, you know, a couple hundred and then you get down to
Right.
one. So the virtual thing is really good. I'm sorry, I kind of went all over the place with that, but.
You know, one thing you don't talk about that I think is important is independent.
Is it independent employment?
I mean, I'm a go-getter, but the jobs I got here, when I'm here, I got because of Christian. And those have all turned out to be really good.
Yeah.
And if you ever need somebody to say something, I'm sure that Pam would say something.
What independent employment have you had? And how many have you had?
I've had quite a few.
Have you?
That stemmed from Christy, right? And then you just start,
Everything's from Christian.
yeah, she
I
kind
mean,
of introduced them.
Word of mouth afterwards, right?
Yes.
You know, and they want to adopt me, you know, like this.
They do.
Until they get to, oh no. So,
Christy got me the job working with the realtors. So they have thing, they typically it's FHA,
yeah,
and FHA says that we're not gonna close until you fix this,
right.
or clean this up, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, so they started calling me, and if I could do it, I did it.
Good job. Well, thank you, Christy.
And I've had now, I don't know, 10, 15, good money,
Yeah.
especially if they need it closed yesterday.
Right. I don't know.
So don't ever forget that.
I won't. Thank you. I won't forget it. I won't forget it. I guess what I really wound up doing is trying to get the guys to that place.
Right, yeah.
Transitional goes to
Where they-
supported, and I think Wayne, for
Well, I
instance, is
think
about
that
to do
kind of
that.
happened with Venus, right? 'Cause she was at the Pearl, and then she went and got the Chick-fil-A that was kind of in the SE or SI, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's possible. Because even afterwards, you know, Maria was looking for another job. Now she wanted to go and, she got the field, so now she was ready to go and kind of find her own little thing, but with a little assistant, you know?
Right, right. I'm trying to get her over to Shirleyton.
Yeah.
It wasn't something that they needed, I think.
Right,
And we try to get them over to the YMCA.
right. But it just shows that it is working through the, excuse me, went from transition to ready for the going out there.
Yeah.
So, good job.
Yeah, good job, Christy. Good job, everybody. Anybody else, something they want to add to that?
I'm not sure if this is even related, but after the convention ends, I am kind of thinking of maybe looking for a job.
Great.
Yeah, I don't know, I kind of wanted to put that out there. Yeah, I know that I know that the pandemic's still on and everything, but I feel like I need to make a change for myself. So after the convention, I want to try and see if maybe I can find something so that I can make my own money.
I'll tell you, and this isn't really directed necessarily at you, but when we talk about it, the first thing we talk about, especially if it's been a long time since you've been employed or ever, I'll say how many times, how often, how regularly you come into the clubhouse. And what are you doing during the day? That helps me assess your skills, and we can talk about what jobs in or out there and stuff. I will say that I don't think that there's a shortage of jobs as opposed to the result of the pandemic.
Correct.
I don't think that's the deal. But coming here, if, you know, we sit down and we just have a blank slate to start work from, we can look at, you know, how often you came to the clubhouse, what did you do, who did you help? Do you work well with others? Do you work well in a fast-paced environment? Maybe the kitchen or the snack bar is a good thing. Using the cash register and using that thing. That's all skills that we can build on.
What
Yeah.
about the ASU, when they had the games, did they hire their own people there? Like the little snack bar that they had? When we went to the game that day? Like
Oh, yeah.
it was, like it was,
That's how Chartwell.
is it, cause that, I mean, that was perfect. So,
Yeah. That's all I got. What's next?
What's next, Salvador?
Open floor.
So, I just wanted to throw it out there about tomorrow of a possibility of being delayed, even closed. Of course, we won't know until then, so don't be surprised if that were to happen.
Watch the news and watch our Facebook page and I'll post. If SASD, they'll probably tell us tonight. So if SASD is gonna delay or close, then we'll know tonight, so we'll do the same thing. So delayed by 2 hours means that we would be open at 10. Well, if the schools close or do whatever the schools do, we'll do because of the weather.
So then,
So if there's a 2-hour delay, then we'll open at 10, and if they're closed, then we'll be closed.
do you think we would stay open for dinner still if we have a delay?
I would think so.
And if we're closed during the whole day, then another
Then, right.